welcome to our Veguary Wellness Series. I'm super excited to be with you for these next 4 weeks as we dive into our practice of yoga and meditation. So you may be wondering to yourself, hey, what does yoga have to do with eating a plant-based diet? Well, guess what? When you start to focus and really become conscious of what you're putting inside of your body is going to start to feel good, and it's going to want to move in certain ways, and you're actually going to start to connect with your body. And as you connect with your body's going to crave more. So with that being said, it may want to move in different ways, the practice of yoga, and then you may actually want to tap into some of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you're going through, and that is where meditation comes into play. So we're going to embody all of those things within our practice each and every week. So let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Tianna Christine, and I am a yoga and meditation teacher. I am super happy to be a part of this journey. I myself am a member of Afro-Vegan Society, and I'm so happy to be with you during this journey. Now, know that I am not going to leave you hanging. I am going to be with you. You can reach out to me even online. Reach out to me, connect on my social media, Tianna Christine, and we are going to enjoy this practice together. Feel free to reach out to me at any time. Let me tell you what you're going to need for this practice. Yoga mat is ideal, something that you can balance yourself on, something that is not going to slide, so something that has a grip on it. And then also you may want to introduce some props into your practice. So that can be a bolster, which can be round, it can be flat, those type of pillows. You can also have some blankets as a prop or pillow. Then you may want to have some yoga blocks. So I do have yoga blocks on my left and my right. Those are going to help you to get into the posture and add those modifications into your practice. Don't have any shame with inviting blocks into your practice. This is going to help you get proper alignment and reduce injuries. So feel free to get those things into your practice. Now with our practice, each week, we are going to focus on a different part of the body. So I want us to really begin to just dig deep in here. We're going to get present and we're going to have some fun. So with that being said, let's get ready for our first practice. All right, let's settle into our practice. As we come to any comfortable seat, anything that works for you, feel free. It doesn't have to be easy pose. You can prop your bottom up with a block as well, taking a block up underneath of your body and having a seat, taking that pressure off of your knees, whatever feels comfortable to you. We're going to begin to just bring that awareness to our breath to get us started within this practice. So any comfortable variation, just allow your sit bones to relax. And we're going to first start with our Ujjayi breathing. Now, Ujjayi breathing is one of those basic breaths within yoga. It's one of my favorite breaths to use during my yoga practice. So that is our breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And we don't really realize that breathing alone just helps to ground us in a way that we really don't realize until we have to just breathe, right? Whenever we are stressed, people say to breathe. And we're thinking, hey, I can't focus on breathing, I'm stressed out. But guess what? Just taking that moment gives you an opportunity to calm yourself down and ground you. So let's start with that. So again, get yourself nice and comfortable. Taking your hands to your thighs. You can place palms up or down, whatever's comfortable for you. And just allow yourself to relax here. Get nice and comfortable. Take that lift into the chest. Now, breathing in through the nose is what's going to start us out. So breathe in through the nose. So just take a normal breath in. And exhale, breathe out with a closed mouth. So notice your chest is going to rise and you're going to feel a little bit more calm. We're going to continue that breath and we're going to now increase the count of breathing in to the count of 3. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, gentle hold, exhale out, 1, 2, 3. One more time, inhale, breathe in. 1, 2, and 3. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. I want you to continue that practice. Continue that breath. Maybe you don't have to hold, maybe you do. As we go into this mini meditation part of our practice. So feel free if you'd like to close your eyes or take your gaze down onto the mat. Here we're going to just focus on being here and now, being present in our bodies. As we approach this series, we're going to be focused on different areas of our body, and we're going to be giving that part of our body all of our energy and attention. So I invite you to look within at this very moment. Maybe if there's some outside distractions, go ahead and minimize that. Turning your phone on Do Not Disturb, giving yourself this opportunity, this time to just focus on you. I want you to bring that awareness to the breath. You can do your Ujjayi breathing. And we're going to begin to breathe in. And on that exhale, release your shoulders, let everything fall. I'm really big on intention setting, giving yourself something to focus on. Because meditation is not about emptying the mind. It's about being mindful. So let's give ourselves something to focus on during our practice today. Today, we're focusing on wellness and showing up for us today. So as you breathe in and exhale out, we're going to continue to breathe that in. I am open to wellness and I am ready for the possibilities. I want you to continue to breathe. Maybe notice how your sit bones are with no attempts to change it. As we continue to breathe, we're staying present in the here and the now. We're feeling our bodies and how that feels to just settle in within our sit bones. Maybe even noticing the breeze on our bodies. And with no attempt to change it, noticing how our body feels in this very moment. Let's just take a moment and just breathe. It's very rare that we really get that chance to sit down and just simply breathe with no outside distractions, no alerts, no video. Just allow yourself that opportunity to breathe. And as we begin to get ourselves ready for our practice today, we're going to release our hands, taking them down by our side and sweeping them up overhead. Feeling that energy in between our hands, with our palms facing, relax your shoulders away from your body. Just feeling that energy in between our hands as we begin to warm up our body. We're going to take our hands, sweep them down by our sides, lifting through our chest. We're nice and strong and proud. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead. Lift up through the chest. We're going to turn to our right side and sweep your arms down by your side. One hand's going to be behind you, one hand in front. I want you to gently look behind you, looking over your shoulder. Allow your shoulders to relax. Now it's those nice small twists that we invite into our body that really gets us present. On that inhale, bringing both arms back up, come back to center. On your inhale, lifting up through the chest, turning to the other side, taking your hands down to frame your body and look behind you. Again, continue to breathe as we open up our chest. On that inhale, bring the arms back up overhead. And on that exhale, taking your hands down by your side. Now, for every single practice, you want to warm up your body. So this practice is going to help us by warming up our wrists, because we are going to start to use that throughout our practice. So taking your palms together, hands together, we're going to interlace our hands and begin to move our hands in a figure 8 position. Now, as we move our wrists around, this is going to help to warm up those wrists, getting our bodies ready to weight bear on our fingers. We don't want to weight bear too much on our wrists. We don't want to put that weight on our wrist, but we do want to warm up our wrist. So gently pause and go the opposite way. You may feel a little bit of cracks. That's okay. We're just warming our bodies up. Maybe you're watching this in the morning or right before bed. So just giving yourself that opportunity to open your body. All right, so we're going to shake our hands out as if they were wet. And then we're going to begin to come up onto our tabletop position. If you had a block underneath of your body, go ahead and bring it off to the side. We're going to come to our tabletop position. As we bring our knees to stack right underneath of our hips, go ahead and untuck your toes. Your wrists are going to be under the shoulders. Go ahead and give yourself a little rock from left to right. So move your hips, begin to just move your shoulders down on one side. Just introduce a little bit of a rock in your body. Maybe even starting to look over your shoulder, introducing a little bit of that lift into the body. So this is also going to start to engage our glutes as well as our core. We're going to begin to bring our body to stillness as we lift up through the shoulders, creating space between our ears and our shoulders. We're going to begin to bring that right arm in front of us as if we were going to shake someone's hand right in front of us. And then we're going to bring it around, up overhead, and take it back in front. So making circles here, bring it around and take it back to center. Again, bring it around. Follow the hand as much as possible, take it back to center, and then we're going to go the opposite way, bringing it back and taking it around and taking it back in front of us. Take it down. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Taking that left hand, extend it out in front of us as if we were going to shake someone's hand, and then we're going to begin to bring it down and make our circles, bringing it up overhead, taking it down in front. Again, taking it down, sweeping it around, following with your eyes, take it around in front. Again, one more time on this side, take it around and down in front. And reverse, bringing it up, take it down, bring it around. And make your circles. And take it back up. Go ahead and take your hands down. Shift the weight back towards your heels and allow your hands to come out in front. This is our modified child's pose here. Relax your hands down. If you're feeling any tension on the shoulders, feel free to take your hands and place them back towards your feet, taking your forehead down onto the mat. Allowing your shoulders that opportunity to just relax here. Now this is our child's pose. This pose we can come back to at any point throughout the practice if you feel like you need to take a break or just rest. We're going to take our hands back out in front, placing our gaze towards our hands as we bring ourselves forward, tucking our tailbone under. Bring our feet back up towards our downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog of our practice, so bend opposite knees as we paddle out our feet. So taking our heels up and down. Begin to shake your head yes and no, releasing all the kinks from our body. And then take a moment, shift the weight into the heels. As we tuck the chin into the chest, bring your gaze up your leg, relax your shoulders. Shift the weight back into the heels. we're going to begin to come down onto that tabletop position, back onto our knees. So as we begin to transition throughout this practice, we're going to begin to start our sun salutation. So this is going to be our sun salutation, our primary basis for our practice. So let's start by coming back into that downward facing dog, shifting the weight back. And this time we're going to walk our hands to the back of our mat. That may be a little bit easier for us to get into that forward fold. So just allowing our head to relax. Slight bend into the knees. This is our first one. Feel free to rock from left to right. Remembering that Ujjayi breathing in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Tucking your chin into your chest, looking behind you. And on that inhale, slowly begin to bring yourself up to a standing position. Bringing the arms overhead to our extended mountain pose. Taking the hands to touch if it's available. Lift through the chest. And exhale, take the hands down by your side. We're going to take our walk towards the front of our mat. So with our sun salutations, walking to the back of your mat may be a little bit easier than walking and stepping the feet forward. So keep that in mind throughout our practice. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to forward fold. So in your forward fold, you're taking your nose towards your knee, shifting the weight into the balls of the feet. Allow your body to hinge at the hip. We're going to take our hands down into the mat for a flat back. Feel free if you'd like to take the hands to shin for a flat back. That's great. Comfortable for you. We're going to place our hands down onto the mat as we step back into our push-up position. Now, if this is too much on your body in the push-up position, feel free to take the knees down. That's completely fine. We're going to begin to come down onto our bellies, untucking our toes as we shift our hands underneath of our shoulders. Gently press into the fingers, lifting your head. So this is our modified upward facing dog, our cobra pose. We're going to press the tops of the feet into the mat. On that exhale, lower your head down as we tuck our toes under, shift back towards that tabletop position, and then lift the feet, downward facing dog. We're going to come to that forward fold. Again, you can walk to the front or back of your mat. I'm going to cue walking to the front of the mat from now on. Feel free to walk to the back if that's comfortable. Come back into that forward fold. On your inhale, slowly bring yourself all the way up to a standing position. Bring the arms up overhead, extended mountain. All right, we're ready to get into the sun salutation. Exhale, forward fold. Placing the hands on the mat for a flat back. Plant your hands down as we step back and we flow through. If you don't wish to flow, you can push back directly to the downward facing dog and I will meet you there. Let's go ahead and take 5 breaths here. Coming back to our normal breath. Shifting the weight back towards our heels. Tucking our chin into the chest, taking the gaze up the leg. And on that next inhale, we're going to come to our forward fold. Whatever's comfortable to you. Allow your body to hinge whatever way that's comfortable. On that inhale, begin to rise up. Extended mountain, bring the arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to come right back into the sun salutation as we get a little bit more comfortable with this posture. And with this sequence, flat back, plant the hands, step back and flow. Again, we meet in downward facing dog. This time I want you to go ahead and take 2 breaths. Taking the gaze and bring it to a forward fold. On that inhale, slowly come up. Extended mountain arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Taking a flat back here. We're going to plant our hands, step back, and flow through. Take 2 breaths. Let's see if we can give our body a little bit of a jump as we take our gaze towards our hands, put a bend into our knees, and see if we can hop to the front of the mat. Come to a forward fold. It's okay if you don't get the hop. Feel free to walk forward or backward. We're going to take our right hand and take it to the outside of our left ankle. So taking that hand to the outside, we're going to begin to sweep our left arm up overhead. Taking that gaze up towards the ceiling, open up your chest. Now, if you'd like to introduce a block here, feel free, take a block and just place the block over to the side of the foot. This is going to lift you up a little bit higher. Again, open up your body here. Still the same position, no matter which way you choose to go. On that exhale, taking your hand down. Again, we're going to take the opposite hand over onto the opposite side. Again, you can hold onto the ankle and open up your body here. Or if you'd like to take your hand onto the block, lifting yourself up just a little bit higher. And on that exhale, taking your hands back down towards the feet. Take a moment here. On that inhale, we're slowly going to curl ourselves up, 1 vertebra at a time as we press into the feet. Taking our arms up overhead, gaze up towards the ceiling. Taking our hands to touch, slide back, bend here, opening our chest. And on that exhale, we're going to begin to bring ourselves all the way down. Let's begin to come back down into a nice comfortable seat. So I want you to bring your body back down onto your block if you had that. And then come down to a nice comfortable position where we have the soles of our feet together, butterflying out our knees. Now, if you don't have a block and you like to place a blanket or a pillow or something underneath of your body, that's totally fine. Go ahead and get yourself relaxed here. Now, we've done a lot of positions here where we've been forward folding, and this time we just want to open ourselves up. So we're going to start by lifting through the chest. We're going to take our left hand, take it down by our side, sweeping our arm up overhead. Again, begin to just stretch here. And taking that top arm down, sweeping the opposite arm up overhead. Gaze up. And take it down. We're going to do one last time on each side, sweeping the arm overhead, lift up, and take it down, swing it back over to this side one last time. And come back to center, both hands down by your side. Just take a moment here, check in with your body. Notice how your body feels. If you're uncomfortable in this position at all, feel free to stack some pillows or stack some blocks over on the side just to keep your thighs lifted where you're not putting too much strain on the inner thigh. And then as you get comfortable, your body will begin to just open up and breathe. It takes a while sometimes for your hips to come down, and that's perfectly fine. Wherever you are, we're meeting you where you are right now in this moment. So don't judge yourself. Everyone's body is going to look differently. want you to just take a moment here, grabbing your ankles if it's available, lift up through the chest, relax your shoulders down. Just take a moment to come back to your breath. Notice how your body feels versus when we first started our practice. And when you get comfortable, feel free to take your gaze down onto your mat or gently close your eyes. We're coming back to that little space of mindfulness where we just connect ourselves back to our practice. I want you to bring that awareness back to your breathing. We're going to do our Ujjayi breathing, breathing in through our nose, exhaling out through our nose. Deep breath in. Exhale, let your shoulders relax. I want you to take this moment and thank yourself for committing to you. This is a journey that we're going to be on for this month. Embrace the change. And as we begin to center ourselves, let's just take 2 breaths of silence. Just taking it all in. And as we gently lift our hands, taking them to heart center, placing our thumbs to our chest, I want you to truly thank yourself because you showed up for you today. I want you to thank your body for supporting you today. No matter how it was, it showed up for you. I thank you for showing up and allowing me to be a part of your day. I thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you for week 2. Have a great one. Namaste.